Fraction goes out, but she has no more survivability. Bushwhack up in a few seconds.
I mean, 4 or 5 stacks up of the
Oh,
sprays.
what a
That Bushwhack landing takes down, got the juice and the ET as well. A double kill for Noob.
And that's terrible for them as well, as they die, both of them. No experience being claimed here. Nobody's here to take all the benefits from these creeps dying. Just 2 creeps, I guess, as they respawn fast enough to TP again, but...
Bristle death as well. Still a pretty big L for Na'Vi to take. TA was already zoned out of lane, low on the last hits. And Nigma Galaxy putting Bristleback, this beefy tempo hero, up on the front lines. Having a good start is a great sign for them. Bringing Jakiro here as well, wanting to dive the tower, forcing a reaction out of Zayat's Tusk. ET and Tusk needed here to bodyguard the Got the Juice TA, but she's still not able to touch any creeps.
It's a bit awkward. Tusk is still level 1. He's about to get level 2 and 1 more creep, but... have to wait for that.
This is tower damage. Chipping away with a Jakiro. Noob feels pretty bold just the front line here. Doesn't have much in the way of consumables or regen or anything like that, though, so can't really continue doing this permanently.
Yeah, just a tri-lane versus tri-lane develops. All the support seems to be sticking around here as well. They're showing no signs of heading back down bottom.
Is that better for the Abaddon or for the Centaur?
I think Centaur. I think Centaur is going to be a little bit happier with the situation down there. He can get more done.
Niku in the mid lane does not step into the bushwhack of Omar. Another sneaky little TP in towards mid to try and get on this enemy mid laner. Not going to work out this time from Nigma.
Tusk snowballing into the tower.
Oh, Zayat's up too. Well, Shard block himself in. Hang on. I'm trying to ring around the rosy here, but Omar is going to come in to help out Noob get himself another kill.
He's building a low fortress, but his fortress of ice did not last forever. And mid lane gets the kill. Solo kill by Sumail. He wants to go to Birmingham.
And now he's got earn charges. I mean, I
He's
wonder
played
how much
really
of
well.
that... I wonder how much of that was Sumail calling for Omar to come mid, not necessarily for the kill straight away, but to, like, chip away at Niku and get in the second time.
Yeah. They're setting up
Omar
for
gives him a
TA.
tip. And got the juice. Gets away from the bushwhack and refracts up to get some damage on Noob. Snowball dodges a dual breath, and Niku coming in will ball over onto the Timber Saw, but that's a lot of damage returned with the cool spray stacking up big time, and down goes Zayat. Omar picks up the kill. Finally, the Whirling Death breaks apart Noob, as Omar's going to get sliced here by the ET and the Timber Saw. Niku recovering himself very quickly after dying mid, picks up a double kill.
And that's also where Centaur is having more impact being left alone down here than the Abaddon. Able to throw the ulti, still help his team. Haste Rune on Void Spirit. Sees the kind of low HP Centaur, but it's a lot of HP to go through.
It's right before the Wisdom Shrine, so this is really huge for them if they get this kill and go and steal it. And that's why PMA is running this way. PMA is running away from the Wisdom Shrine. He knows he's going to die, and that's given time for Zayat to get to the shrine, but not quite in time. Sumail...
Oh no!
Oh, he snowballed, so he gave it away.
Pops in a snowball. Double wisdom for Radiant. Fantastic moves coming in though for Sumail. Gets the kill, gets the wisdom. This is also where, you know, going back to this Timber pick. Picking Timber and then basically losing to Void Spirit mid. I mean, it was pretty even in farm, and sure, supports made some moves and harass and whatnot. But I thought they would have punished the Void Spirit mid.
Yeah, and they're just punishing Niku now. Omar again sat in behind Sumail. Timber Chain out, and it looks like level 1 reactive armor is enough just to keep him fine against the damage.
Yeah, he had one more step on the Void, but not gonna keep chasing for that one.
And it really is non-stop aggression from Nigma. Keeping all of the noise and attention away from the Abaddon. He's bottom of the net worth of the cause currently, but he's had a pretty quiet game, and he will just get himself to that Radiance eventually. Two supports just playing through mid.
The biggest story is... yeah, they're trying to set up for the mid tower eventually here. But the big story is the Bristleback. He's so free, having a great time. A lot of these lanes that were supposed to go well just haven't played out the way Navi want. Timber definitely favored against the Void Spirit, and TA definitely favored against the Bristleback, but both those lanes are going great for Radiant.
This Bristle's huge. Just cutting waves and farming jungle. Got the juice. Trying to have the same efficiency in farming, but yeah, got to deward the large camp herself.
Yeah, wants access. He's gonna bottom block it though on Noob. Make sure the big camp doesn't spawn. For now, Bristol just off to his own devices, doing whatever he wants, while Hoodwink and Jakiro always lurking, trying to set up for something. They do have Stampede to bail people out now again, so a little bit harder to set up next kill.
A little bit of
Don't
calm.
need to go for a till though.
A little more
Tower
resolve.
can't run away.
It can't, no. And ET can keep sending out spirits and trying to slow things down with a stomp, but there's no real move here from Na'Vi to defend the tower. Samir will take it. Well, Zayas looks to make some stacks, but this area of the map, it can become very scary very quickly. But Nigma decide instead to play towards the active rune. Grab the shield for Sumel's bottle and smoked up towards top. They'll begin to hunt the TA.
All these power runes are really enabling him. All the Spirit Heroes play so well with runes, and Void Spirit is no different in that regard. TA, sensing this, ignores the little Boglet camp, runs instead above it. Got the juice with a good radar.
GH out in the open. Looks like a freebie with the chakrams and the ice shards, but Jakiro apparently is tanky enough to withstand the damage. And instead they turn on to this Zayat's task and kill him.
Yeah, bring the damage as well. Two heroes coming in quickly and get the punishment takedown on Tusk. And Tusk is only level 4, 11 minutes in, so he's not really doing all that much when he jumps someone.
Yeah, felt like Timbersaw would have more damage than that. The little polywog charm on the Jakiro. Pretty tanky with 1,000 health. The fluffy hat helped out.
Exactly.
Jakiro's
Jakiro's big HP pool to start.
Yeah. Just playing quicker and reacting. Sumail and Omar showed up to that fight as fast as they possibly could. And they continue to play through mid. Sentry ward.
A big part of the story as well is Abaddon is just left to his own devices, farming away. Sure, he's not ahead of the pack, but he hasn't been stunted. There has been no attempt at shutting down his Radiance timing. He has not died a single time. And this will allow him to get to the Relic quite safely.
Yeah, it's like... what was the Stampede for? Oh, it's for them to get on top of Noob. And the Timbersaw shredding through the Bristol back. Big old splitter as well to help out. And they do get that core kill. On the other side, though, Sumail's poking at PMA, making sure that life is not easy over in the jungle as you try and kill some defenseless wolves. Centaur, get back into your base, you filthy beast.
Harasses him away, but this is at least time that Void Spirit isn't spending farming, so PMA maybe not too bothered by it, as they got the kill top and he survived down bottom.
Silly creeps. What are you
Permanent wards. Just standing there.
Permanent, you say?
There's some form of invisible barrier, guys.
Sumail's noticed that he's pinged it. Like, hey, guys. Fucking,
they have
boots to travel over here.
Exactly. They're just constantly disabling backdoor protection for the enemy base. There you go. That's what they're
Incredible.
doing. On the downside, they are standing in vision. Navi literally see them. You have vision by your barrier, so yeah.
Well, no one's come to kill them. They need a bouncer. They need a bouncer in front of their gate. These creeps are not of age. They need to show ID, or else they will be turned away and barred from the premises. Get out of here, young'uns.
Creeps should ferment like bounty runes used to.
Oh my god.
You
We're
pulled
living in
the
the
creep ray,
Matrix.
put them there.
Just
Yeah,
let Neo
storing
ferment
them.
for a little bit longer.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Sorry, I wanted to add on, or I wanted to, I don't know, maybe just tag on to your point about the Abaddon, or ask you a question. Do you think it feels like he's a hero that doesn't want high variance? Like he would much rather hit his average timing than have the chance of hitting a faster timing versus a slower timing.
The reliable, predictable outcome. Yeah, that's what he wants. Instead of possibly gaining a 1 minute faster, but at the risk of 3 minutes later, like you don't want any of that. You just want this radiance, get there,
On
and then
time.
you're happy. Yeah. And honestly, right now, the item progressions are coming in beautifully for all of Radiant. Bristle, still very massive. Void Spirit having a great game with all these ganks. And Abaddon, his farming speed hasn't kept up with TA for now. But once he gets Radiance, that changes.
I mean,
Not to
it's
mention
getting about time.
ability to take team fights.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting about time that TA wants to join in the next few minutes, right? And get her mobility item, Blink or Dragonlance, whatever it might be, or Hurricane Pike. In the meantime, though, Elder Titan being pummeled by Sumail. They've got some roots on this Void Spirit and a snowball over the cliffs, but he's got far away. I could even think about poking back at the Zayats or Niku here. They've got Hoodwink and Jakiro in the area to keep on fighting, but you know, Na'Vi won't give them any targets.
It's a pretty awful feeling if you go for a Rod of Aegis Timber and you don't find kills, though. He's gonna get gone on mid. Macroplyer's there.
There's a lot of control with the Bushwhack. Snowball and Stampede, but this Timbersaur's dying in the fire. Whelps on the left side, down he falls. Timbersaw, yeah, just having a rough one.
I think he borked it a little bit there. He timber chained into the ice path instead of just running straight north. After the Stampede came out, he could have lived with that, but didn't have much time to make a decision. Split-second panic.
It feels like Nigma are kind of walking away with the game right now. You know, it started fast, but things have... Obviously, lanes have broken down. People are looking to farm these primary items. But Na'Vi haven't been able to stop this just slow, steady bleed. The map is getting tighter. Abaddon got his Radiance. This Void Spirit has just free reign to go where he wants. When does the beast bite back?
That's a good question. It really comes down to when TA starts enabling herself. Going for Dragonlance next item. Doesn't look like she wants to get active super fast. Meanwhile,
Look at this.
people are just falling.
Yeah.
Sumail with a DD rune now.
Yeah, you show up, you die. They don't even have any vision here. They're just playing into this top jungle with a couple of heroes. Because Void Spirit can go scout people out and then decide, do I kill, do I run? And I guess this is the big marker that answers my question of why Void Spirit not Puck, right? You said it, just overall, much faster.
Yeah, it does play faster. It doesn't need items. We've talked about Puck before, how he needs to get to Blink and Witchblade. Mid lane, they're trying to catch Jakiro. Gonna get the one kill at least. Quick go onto the Timbersaw.
Misses his Remnant. Sumail's going to have to Astral Step away from the TA now. So Na'Vi able to hold their ground, get a kill on Jakiro, but it's unlikely to do any more damage to the objective with Noob showing his face. That is what, a Halberd? And Sanj? Yeah, Bristleback, tanky boy.
I like the choice. He's playing against the TA after all. Having the Halberd is quite nice. It's not a very expensive upgrade. I wouldn't say that this is a great Crimson Guard game as well. That's the choice you're making, right? You have a Vanguard. It can become one of two things. Halberd or Crimson. Halberd's super cheap and counters TA extremely hard. Whereas Crimson would be better if there were more right-clicking heroes in this game.
Can we go back to the shop with the items and the clicking and the hovering? I mean, Elder Titan's dead. Who cares? Yes. The shop full of items.
You just like the shop?
Don't you?
I guess.
Or do you never
do
you never just
shopping.
load in the Dota to open the shop and kind of go window shopping? Like,
I'm not much of a window shopper. I'm more like a quick and efficiency shopper, you know?
Okay. I mean, sometimes I am, you know, I go in there, I know I want Magic Wand, and I'm going to buy Magic Wand, and I go in and get it. But sometimes I'm deliberating, do I want a Radiance, or do I want an Aghanim Scepter? Do I
Take
want
a little
to
look at the null
Midas?
talismans. Yeah.
Yeah, just take a look at the nulls.
Which gems do you have in store? Shopkeep.
Well, I'm really upset that they don't stock orbs anymore. I loved pondering the orbs. You know, I loved looking at the Splash Orb, and the Corrosion Orb, and the other orb, the Frost Orb. Oh, they were my favorite. Anyway, Nigma Galaxy, they're smoking through the gate, and they're hunting for Na'Vi. They've been in the lead for a while. You know, net worth 4k ahead, not super meaningful, but it's just been the direction of play that's shown Nigma Galaxy to be that step ahead of Na'Vi so far in this game 3 of a best of 3. Qualification on the line. Oh.
Quick Atos coming out, trying to punish the Jakiro for getting close to the tower. Bristleback is just going in and starting to hit this though. Noob wants to get some damage dealt. They see the Star Heroes showing down bottom and decide want to try and elicit any form of reaction up top.
Yeah, this Bristol's got an Essence Ring as well, hasn't he? He's massive. So Void Spirit's able to push out that mid lane. Jakiro Bristle continue playing up top. Na'Vi not really playing as 5, as we've seen them do pretty successfully through the qualifiers. There's group up around 20 minutes, and the play towards Roche and Tormentor. Being this little bit behind and waiting for TA to be ready, it's the buddy system. 2 top, 2 bot, 1 mid, trying to access as much farm on the map as possible. But it means they are
Na'Vi
susceptible.
Na'Vi are farming away, but they're not in position for this Tormentor as well. And with the Bristleback, it's a quite easy Tormentor. Got a lot of minus armor going. No way for them to really contest this, so we'll see who gets it. Is it going to be a Hoodwink or the Jakiro? It'll be a Hoodwink for the bonus damage, the Boomerang coming in.
Boomerang! Almost at Greaves as well on Omar.
Yeah, going for the healing build.
On the other side, Tusk has his Blink Dagger now. So, minute 20, Na'Vi, they can start thinking about how they want to build their fights. And Blink on Centaur is 500 away. Oh, but as they get blinks, Bristle has a full BKB.
Oh, the smoke gets immediately revealed by Sumail on the high ground. They do not catch him, he jumps away. Yeah, Bristle with BKB is a monster in his own right now. Do not see how they can deal with him. Would take a lot of auto attacks from the TA.
His inventory looks crazy. Especially, like, imagine you played Dota 4 years ago, and you haven't played since, and you came back and saw this at 20 minutes. You're like, how can he afford a halberd? Why does he have a sand? You know what?
Halberd and Sandwich? Is he crazy? Is he going for 2 of them?
Double Sandges? I guess nowadays these items are pretty cheap. Reasonable prices.
Can't say that about the Iron Branches. Or my Clarity for that matter.
That's really upsetting.
There's nothing reasonable about 60 gold for a Clarity.
It's crazy, honestly. Well, you've got to think about, you know, all of the intensive labor that went into it. I don't know what clarities are. I imagine they're the tears of a goddess or something, but I'm sure those tears took a lot of emotion.
There are more goddesses, alright? And they cry over everything. Give me some clarities.
Well, Zayat really wanted that haste rune. Unfortunately, the price is his life, and I don't think the price is right. It's a kill for Nigma Galaxy that allows him access to enemy ancients. It's going to push Na'Vi all the way back and away from the Roche pit. Looks pretty free for Nigma Galaxy to grab this Aegis. And they are hitting so many timings.
You know
now.
what? I'm realizing we're being scammed, Gareth. I read the content, you know, the content label here for the clarity. It says it's clear water that enhances the ability to meditate. This is some Himalayan air, you know. What am I buying here? It's just water.
Is it literally just water?
It just is it's clear water, Gareth. It's not even distilled or like, you know, purified in some way. It's clear water. Not muddy, I guess.
Clearly, clear water is a euphemism, a metaphor. It's a simile. It is like clear water. The tears of there's the poem, right, of the ancient of Dire, that the tears of a goddess are clear as water, and therefore your clear water is the tears of a goddess.
Okay, so not scammed.
Not scammed. Trust me. It's all part of it's all part of an incredible business opportunity I have for you. Stampede forward, got the juice looking at the TA, hops up to high ground, nearly gets away, but the chakram damage is good enough. In comes the Abaddon, down to low HP, shielding up, has borrowed time still ready. But Na'Vi in a good spot here to hold this fight. Out of resources on Niku somewhat, and Noob's arrival probably going to scare them off now. A hard reset and bail away, so just the Hoodwink going to die.
Yeah, don't want to fight into Bristle with the Aegis. BKB a little bit too much to deal with. Good fight though for them. Finally something going their way.
And a pike away, got the juice, breaks free of Sumail. Still on the hunt though here. Niku won't give them a target this time. Centaur. He's going to get dragged around by the Ether Remnant, but that's that.
TA is going for a Silver Edge, so eventually they will have a way to counter not only the Bristleback, but possibly the Abaddon. Could maybe combo it with, I don't know, TA Shard Silence, try and get a kill on him with ulti ready.
What were we talking about before that fight kicked off? Oh, right. Do you want to buy some clear water? I've got like 20 cases in my garage.
Were
and
you?
If you sell the clear water,
he doesn't have
hang on
ulti
a
yet.
second, Abaddon's been found. No ulti available. So Rinsekyu's dead. Very quick move from Na'Vi.
Good timing on that gank. Meanwhile, the TA manages to take the Ancients away from Bristle as well. Just on the chase here for Tusk. Oh, he's juking and jiving.
Needed the Stampede to get out of there. Might leave them exposed though. Nigma Galaxy lurking in the area, and Noob trying to cut them off at the path through the jungle. But PMA has found a little gap there to bridge through. And that leaves Got the Juice to pummel the bottom tier 1 tower.
Tower being opened up slowly. Top tier 2 being threatened though. I'm not sure if they really want to fight into the Aegis. Niku is there to try and delay with his chakrams, but as he throws the double chakram, I think he's just gonna run away. No, actually fighting it. TA coming in.
Yeah, and Zayas
Silver
blinking forward,
Edge,
but not quite
break him.
catching his man. They've got the damage though on the Bristleback until he pops a little heal. Essence Ring as well. 4 staff away. Aegis still in hand, but PMA will clear that one out in time. Nice path Macropire is going to try and zone them away from the respawning new Bristle. And Na'Vi realize they can't really fight into that second life with Sumail and Rinsekyu both lurking in the shadows nearby.
Gotta be so careful. They have a sentry down, so they would see TA if she moves up. But now Bristle's seeing the damage that can come out. He doesn't really want to step up again.
And they've got the Void Spirit Shard, right?
Yeah, he buys it early. People generally buy Shard really early on Void Spirit. It accelerates your farm, and it's a very nice thing. They does also give you the true sight, so you get the possibility to de-ward cliffs. It's an incredible Shard.
That is very strong. Well, the lead falters a little bit for Nigma Galaxy. No more Aegis to play around with either. Still in a pretty solid spot though, 4k ahead, and this Abaddon and Bristleback being such difficult targets to break through gives you multiple heroes that can frontline and just shove objectives. It's just a matter of trying to play the wider map.
I think now we need to open the map a little bit more and not have a congested focus on the top part. If they have to concede tier 2 tower, so be it. They just need to open the map so they can get used for TA traps, the Silver Edge, the sneakiness of it, and also be in a position where they could contest the next Roche. Void Spirit gets jumped.
He does. Pretty quick here from Zayats. Not perfect chain stun. I don't think they had it available. The Timber and Centaur were just too far away. They tried what they could, and they see Rinsey on the run. I think Rin is fine.
Still no shard on TA, so not adding the silence into that mix. Void Spirit doesn't have a dispel, so it would be pretty nice to be able to lock him down a little bit more.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, last time things slowed down like this, I started talking about the Clarity Pyramid project. And it sped up pretty quickly. I think Na'Vi don't want to hear about my business plans.
And Nigma, they don't want to slow down either. They're all rushing towards bottom. Very confrontational Dota by Nigma.
PMA's in a good spot to kind of break smoke or give vision. I think he caught a glimpse there of the approach, but Rinsey making a very swift move. He's going to Manta, Blink, Dust, use everything, but doesn't have a stun. One thing he doesn't have access to is the ability to stop that TP. With the Bushwhack, a Hoodwink, she does. So they can at least take down Zayats.
As Zayats dies on his Tusk, I'll give you some useless knowledge on Tusk. I don't know if I've mentioned it before when we played, but do you know you can force staff people during the Tusk punch? And they can fly in the opposite direction? Because when they're getting somersaulting through the air by his ulti, they actually spin around. So force staff could push you the wrong way mid-Tusk punch. Happened to me a few games ago as well. I was confused for a split second, then I'm like, oh, it was the stupid punch, wasn't it?
I somersaulted. I just did a little roly-poly.
Yeah, so Dota actually does track that you're looking the other way when you spin around in the air.
So much information just spammed out in this game.
There's so many weird interactions, man.
It's like when I remember people first kind of discovering the Z-axis when you could stack counts with Torrent. The first people who did that was like mind-blowing to everybody. Like, what? The Z-axis exists? Why?
Yeah, for a long time people didn't think, you know, everyone thought it was literally just a flat game, but then more and more cases started showing up like, oh yeah, if you stun someone as Lion, you can walk under them when you do it. And, you know, all these different things. Like, this kind of makes sense.
Cold feet with tiny toss. Like, why is my cold feet broken?
Exactly.
Like, oh, he traveled the distance. Void Spirit's gonna travel a distance into this top jungle. Gonna have plenty here to finish off the ET, especially with the help of the Hoodwink. And now Zayats has come in. Once more, the captain wanting to save his comrade has fallen short. 2 supports down. And all the room in the world now for Nigma Galaxy to take over the map and finish off this mid-tier 2.
That's really nice for them. Do need to push the creep wave though, as the creep wave is all the way on the other side. But they're getting fantastic farm with the pickoffs, invading enemy ancients, taking away big farm. Abaddon is queuing up the Basher next item. Already has the Orchid, of course.
Na'Vi have scanned the Torm. So they know something's going on over there. They're trying to play in this little nook down in the bottom part of the map. Pretty cool to see Nigma Galaxy sending 3 heroes down there and hunting stragglers like this as they take the Tormentor with just the Bristleback, basically. Is there a stun with a Bushwhack landing? There is. The cancel on the TPs there from Omar. Now Na'Vi, they lose Tormentor, they lose Centaur, they're smoking as 4. There's just not really anything to play towards.
Yeah, I think the initial idea was to go towards the Tormentor, but it's already taken. Bristleback already took it, moved through a gate, positioned himself bottom, and now Nigma are holding the Roche area as well. Very, very nice moves by Nigma the last few minutes here.
It's been spot on stuff from them this game. They've had some hiccups, they've had some humps to get over, but this series they've shown up against Na'Vi. Game 3 in particular, Sumail has popped off on his Void Spirit. Na'Vi have
up the high grounds.
Na'Vi have a huge Templar Assassin, but it hasn't felt like the Centaur or the Timbersaw have been able to give the full impact that this draft required of them. We'll get some poke damage in with the Chakrams and slow things down with the stomp. But Noob just comes back again with Sumail to wall up this tier 3 tower. I think at
Or
this point...
assassin, but she has 0 kills to her name. What kind of an assassin?
A really bad one.
Or just a really slow one, you know? She's working her contract right now. It's just, you need to wait like 35 years.
Get herself out of the ass Assassins Guild and to the actual Assassins Guild.
They will die of natural causes. Perfect plan.
I'm pretty sure that is a character in one of the Pratchett books. An assassin who lets them die of natural causes. The assassin of the Void Spirit finds a Timber Saw, chunking away at his HP already, forcing Na'Vi to react, and that's a snowball required from Zayat just to delay his own death. He jumps away out of the damage, not being burned, but the remnants there from Sumail to snipe him in the end. Now Na'Vi in a 4 versus 5. With Roshan respawned, they've got to make some drastic play, and the arrow drawn is to wrap around behind the pit.
Yeah, but the arrow was drawn by Nigma as well. They're saying that they are wrapping around the pit, so they know what's coming as well. They saw them wrapping around. Bristle stood on the high ground, had vision on them. Void Spirit with the Invis rune is going to walk first and reveal them. Oh, the jig is up. They don't know that he knows.
He sees everything. He's going to get a catch. Riddy's down to half health, being blown up by Sumail. Nearly got the takedown, but Vincere will. Finishes the job there. No borrowed time, so he's got to be a little delicate with how he extracts from this fight, and he doesn't. Niku takes his man down. PMA does get found by Noob, but Na'Vi, they bled out in this one. Yes, they got a big kill on the Abaddon, but they don't have anything left in the tank to support these 2 damage-dealing cores. So Sumail and Noob, they're on the Timber Saw. Got the Juices standing there just watching his friend die. Can't really go back in and fight.
He's going in.
They can try. Turns and swings back into Noob. Niku's still up and running as well. And
Double
the force
force
now and damage on the Bristle back, held back by the Ice Path. GH will save Noob up. Niku, though, dealing with Sumail, nearly clears out the Void Spirit.
Noob is right
quite
there.
enough damage, though. Now from the high ground, the damage rains in from Got the Juice. Finishing off the Bristle, the Snowball, the turnaround back onto Omar. Na'Vi have held on. Somehow, they swing the fight, but Sumail's back in again. Wicked Sick Void Spirit with GH. Battle back, kill the Timber and TA. And now Zayat, he's going to get slowed up and cleared out. Nigma Galaxy somehow coming straight back into the fight, which felt lost, but regained again as the king will take his crown in this battle at least.
Sumail, the last man standing here, along with Jakiro, fighting with him there. The Blink Dagger Jakiro chasing and catching people as well. Nicely fought by Na'Vi, but ultimately a good fight for Nigma. Even losing some heroes, still all fine if you get this much value over on Sumail. Queuing up a full Kaya-san. She's going to buy it out. He deserves it after that fight.
He must have had like 80 health when he escaped from that Timber Saw. Like less than he was so low from the Chakram.
He has yet to die a single time this game. Sumail 8-0-11.
Oh, monster. And now all the time in the world for Nigma to go take Roche.
Yeah, this is impossible to contest. They can maybe send a Spirit over to stomp a little bit, but it's already too late. And Hoodwink is there. Omar just setting up in case anyone comes close.
I'm glad I was sipping on some lemon and honey tea before a fight like that. My God. Where did it start? It went on forever.
Just an absolute brawl. Void Spirit doesn't have a dispel, but it does have the Aegis and also a lot of HP. Tanky with his Shivas.
3,500 health.
Are scanning.
Nigma, I think they can taste victory. With the way the game's been going, that
bursting
fight was
Bristle.
good, but there's a big jump on the Bristle. Burst down quickly. Vincere has to borrow time up. Still low HP, though, as Sumail goes into the back, finishes off Zayat. The Void Spirit causing a lot of chaos and noise. Gleipnired up and stomped by PMA Centaur. They're going to turn onto Sumail here and try and deal with him through the Aegis, but he's pretty quick on his feet as their hasted Void Spirit will break free.
Yeah, he's able to get himself to safety. Breaking their ankles, running the other way. TA chasing, looking for someone, but everybody's playing very safe. Disengaging from the fight. The moment Bristle got bursted, Nigma's plans were quickly changed to escape, except GH, who's greeding a bit.
Oh yeah, that's super
boy.
greedy.
TA does pack a punch now with Silver Edge and Daedalus. 3 hits will take down a Jakiro, and not too many more hits to take down the Bristle.
The speed at which they can blow someone up is really frightening. Like, Bristleback did not last long, and we could potentially even see this Abaddon just get annihilated.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Like, if
definitely could. The TA plus ET have all the burst damage in the world.
Yeah, like, if he's broken, then trap silenced, stunned, he might not even get a chance to pop his ulti.
Yeah. T has to be quite careful managing her mana pool, though. The Silver Edge is digging into it.
Sumail, surrounded, does get the step off, and look at this Zayat's husk getting blasted. Snowball will try and keep him in play, but he's taken out by Sumail as Rintikyu goes deep onto the Elder Titan. Sumail picks up the double, continuing this beyond godlike streak, and with a chase forward, Na'Vi are sent scattered. TMA down in the low ground in the river, not a safe place to be, while the rest of Na'Vi have evacuated. They cannot come back to save their man. A triple kill again for Sumail. And Nigma Galaxy.
A little bit awkward. They get baited onto the Void Spirit there initially. Use a little bit of their resources. And as Silver Edge is on cooldown, Bristol saw that as a chance to just rush in. Same for Abaddon. Blinks in aggressively. And Na'Vi, they do pretty well when they jump somebody, but they don't do that well when they get jumped.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
50 seconds, no Centaur. No buyback, no money for it. Sumail just goes for the ranged barracks and takes it out. Loses about half his health, but jumps back in aggressively on Desires, who wanted to punch him down and feels the full fury of Sumail and GH. And now back onto the melee barracks, keeping the stuns going onto Niku and got the juice to remove that threat. There's the break and the Gleipnir, catching out Sumail, but he goes in aggressively again. Age is still in hand to blow up the TA. No buyback on her. Na'Vi, they've lost a huge core, and Niku might be next. He's out of the game. Buyback's available,
Timber
but
does a buy.
they're just going to go for tier 4s. There's no TA.
Yeah, she's completely out too. Not enough gold, even if someone was to find a bounty rune or anything like that. She's completely dead. Can they hold on? It takes a while to work through the tier 4 towers.
That jump. Oh, the silence. They stop PMA from stunning Sumail. That opens up the king. He can move in. The Centaur, the Horsey, the Knight, whatever he is, going to get annihilated here after the snowball save. Rintikyu getting slept up and stunned. He's dead without ulti. Aegis claimed up, and Syaz, the 3-man ice path from GH. Gorgeous stuff to open up Sumail again. Down
Even
you
the
go,
Tusk.
Na'Vi, 4 heroes dead, only 1 standing, and Nigma Galaxy have done it. They'll qualify to Birmingham.
I told you, man. After game 2, I told you they're gonna go Nigma. It was written in the stars. Sumail